Hey, it's a dirty game out there. The only thing you can do is try to stay clean or grab a water hose. Looks like WEBULL has fallen into the corruption and is trying to stop communications between investors when it comes to AMC and GME. I was involved in GameStop, over a year ago. And after hearing about other stocks that were being shorted, I jumped on AMC in January. I've been riding it out ever since. And based on all the corruption that's been uncovered, all the synthetic shares that's has been produced, the naked shorting that's been uncovered. I don't have to look in the technicals and data, to understand at this point that the squeeze, is around the corner. Okay, based on us owning 80 to 90% of the float, and the fact that hedge funds haven't covered. It doesn't matter if this stock was at $4. When they cover, it's going to go up. And I'm not, putting any number on it. I do think that it can go into the hundreds. I think it can go into the thousands. No more than $5,000, $10,000, like I said before. I can't see it going any higher, even though the number of synthetic shares and naked shorts has been calculated, as far as what they have calculated, shows that it's just, it'd be unbelievable, as far as how much, these people, how much this stock would rise based on these hedge funds and institutions having to buy back these shares and cover, on top of all the interest and everything else that's accumulating. But this is why I'm doing this video, because I'm buying more shares of AMC. I've bought more shares of GME, and that's because I've already been, privy to what took place, with GME. So I understand what's happening with AMC, and then with all the news and everything that's coming out surrounding it, all the see, I deal with psychology, I deal with patterns, okay? And the reason why I'm jumping back into AMC is because I can see and I could hear that the manipulation is increasing. And that right there is the indication to me that this stock is going to go back up, and it's going to go beyond what it did before at 77 bucks. GameStop is primed to be $1,000 stock, and this is without the squeeze. You see what I'm saying? Everything that AMC is doing, they just happen to buy 2 movie theaters in California. You see what I'm saying? And everything that's taking place with these, some would say, these financial figures, that they, just paying attention to how they're talking and what's going on. I could just see that this has, I felt like this before, but I have a little bit more conviction based on me feeling like they're going overboard, with AMC and GME, and how the market is going to crash. When, if you've been paying attention to the markets for the last 8 months, like 6, maybe 7 months, GME and AMC has always held their price when the market was going down. And it's funny because when the market is going up, AMC and GME it tends to go down. And then when that's what I'm seeing from the patterns. And then when, the market is going down, AMC and GME are going up, which is crazy. But right now, today, after having all those red days, as y'all can see, it seems like we're having a little bit of green, so it's just, you know, you have to pay attention to these fluctuations and and read these patterns. That's why I've been on, you know, Wells Fargo like for a minute, because Wells Fargo, for some odd apparent reason, it moves with crypto, you know, and it also moves with AMC and GME as well. I mean, if AMC is pumping, Wells Fargo is pumping, and if Bitcoin is going down, Wells Fargo tends to go up. And when Bitcoin consolidates, Wells Fargo tends to go down. And when when Bitcoin consolidates, Wells Fargo happens to, you know, it moves up and down. But one thing is funny is that when Bitcoin is going down, Wells Fargo will go up, and then vice versa. So excuse me for rambling that, but and vice versa. So I've been making money on Wells Fargo as well, you know, because it'll drop down to $42 and, you know, jump back up to 44, 45, 45, maybe 20, something like that. Then it'll drop back down. So that's an easy 100, 200 bucks a week. You know what I mean? So if you just catch the market and pay attention, and you really start to pay attention to the patterns, you'll easily see what's taking place to some degree. You know, not 100%, to some degree. This is the reason why, you know, I've been jumping back on AMC, as well as trying to pay attention to the psychology that's being used, trying to scare people away. So that's all I got to say, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And I want to just say, man, pay attention, you know, because this is going down. I mean, right now, you gotta, you know, it says, welcome to the WEBULL community. We grow together by sharing experiences. You're one step away from joining our community, gain access to the community and all its features. You will have to read and agree to WEBULL's community terms and services. And this just happened. I mean, because you never had to agree to any terms to, you know, communicate with people on WEBULL. You see what I'm saying? So this is a part of the reason why I'm more bullish on GameStop and AMC, because the tactics are being increased to keep you away from them. You see what I'm saying? So this isn't about data. This isn't about technicals for me. And with AMC doing the things that they're doing, they'll be debt free and you know, in the near future. And I mean, we're talking a couple years possibly, but that's the near future. And with GameStop having no debt, and they are reconfiguring and restructuring their business, it's just going to be unbelievable. On top of the shorting of these companies, it's going to be unbelievable if this happens to pan out, and they are really reconfiguring this for the squeeze so that retail gets a piece of it, because retail does deserve it, man. There are too many intelligent investors out there with data and technicals, and they spend countless hours, days, and nights to research and find all of this information that are, you know, factual about the corruption, the loopholes, the tactics being used, and all this stuff. And, you know, I think that not only, you know, do the people deserve a win, you know, so do those diligent investors and traders. So, you know, that's just how I feel. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is, you already know. And if you don't, please just tune into the channel. I'm pretty sure you'll find out. I'm out of here.
They out there panicking right now. I can feel it. They out there. They're panicking. Look at them.
Now, you're not naive enough to think we're living in a democracy, are you, buddy? It's the free market. And you're part of it.
Something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute?
After everything we've done for you.
Oh, see, I made Lewis a bet here. Lewis bet me that we couldn't both get rich and put y'all in the poorhouse at the same time. He didn't think we could do it. I won.
I lost. $1.
Thank you, Lewis.
After you.
Certainly.